Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Today, I don't really know what we're going to be doing. We're playing before noon. I just want to check something really quick. Yeah. We's about 4 minutes ahead now. It just hit 11:45 real life. Yeah. Oh hey, we have more carnations. More red ones. Cool. Yeah, I suppose it would mostly just be the red ones breeding for there. Because right here is technically also a square, but nothing can be there. So it would have been 2 reds. Just gotta make sure these are watered. I don't really know what to talk about. I've only really been playing mobile games recently, and the game I plan on starting soon. Like starting a series on soon. So like I can't talk about one of the things, and the other thing, well, to say it doesn't exactly fit my E for everyone, you know, take on things is an understatement. So that's just a heads up right now. I'm not going to be breaking my own rules of keeping my own commentary to the game itself here, but if you're young, don't go looking this game up. I know saying that is just going to make you want to go look this game up. But the game I've actually been playing recently is Azure Lane on the mobile devices. I say mobile devices because it's on iOS, Android. I've been playing it on an Android device I have and emulating it on an Android device I have, because that's just, from my experiences, that's the best way to play any mobile game, is to play it twice, effectively. Like, twice at the same time. Because, well, oh wait, new villager. I wasn't even watching for them. Here they are. Pudge. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Pudge. This is my very first time living on my own. But, the only thing I'm really good at is doing on my own is snacking. That's why I'd really appreciate any tips you could give me on living in Halifax, Pudgy. Big tip, water all the flowers. It's for one. Tip number 2, plant fruit trees. Tip number 3, harvest fruit trees and sell them for bells. Pay back a loan to Nook with said bells. And that is how you live in Halifax. And avoid back alleys. There's usually druggies in there doing their drugs. And possibly gonna rob you. Getting sidetracked from the story I was telling about, talking about the game I've been playing. I need to tell a story of something that one of my older brother's friends apparently had happened to them when he was going to college in the Dartmouth, Halifax area. And that's, they were walking past an alley and someone stepped out and put the bottom part of a lighter against this guy's back and said, "Give me all your money." And, you know, apparently he went through with it and gave him his money and then realized it was just a lighter as the person was running away. I myself still don't understand how someone could make that mistake of being like, "Oh, it's a barrel of a gun." I mean, I know, we're Canadians. We don't see guns. But even, like, a toy dollar store gun has a bigger barrel than a lighter. I mean, might just be me, but, you know. Gotta swap those around so I don't accidentally sell the sailboat model. But yeah, back on Azure Lane. The best way I have to describe that game is it's a bullet hell, but with waifu boats. Like, it's based around boats, but they're human women. It's weird. Like, I was not expecting it to be as weird as it is. I don't think we've ever seen the inside of Nana's house. Let's pay her a visit. Fruit. She really likes fruit. KK Dixie. Ah, it's empty. You need to do shopping. I came in here to steal some food. Please, everything's food. I mean, the citrus floor kind of works here, but it's still kind of ugly. Bros, got a sec? I wanted to ask you something. I'm looking for a red dragonfly, but I haven't been able to catch one, and it's really annoying me, Popo. Bros, if you think you're good at catching bugs, can you help me catch a red dragonfly? No problem. Ah, you're not being a bother. This will be like the one favor I'll actually be able to do, assuming red dragonflies are around at this time of day. Cause I'm pretty decent at catching the red dragonflies, just not whatever that really fast one was. Just gonna keep an eye out for dragonflies now. But yeah, that Azure Lane is definitely probably. I do that a lot. It's definitely one of the most fair mobile games I've ever played, because the gameplay itself is mostly skill-based. There are numbers involved, like dodge chances and such, but for the most part, it's a bullet hell. You're dodging shots yourself. Now, it is a little awkward on actual mobile devices because virtual D-pad. Well, joypad. Joystick. There we go. On emulator, you can emulate the joystick, and it just works better, honestly. If I could, I would just play the entire thing with an actual controller. It would probably work better. But I have to basically emulate the up, left, down, right movements. So I'm basically emulating a D-pad to take the place of a joystick. So it's not the most perfect thing, but it definitely works better. I've also yet to come close to running out of that game's energy, which is oil, which makes sense. They're boats. You'd figure they'd run on food because they're also humans, but no, not oil. Gotta get that oil. I mean, there's a lot of American ships, so of course you gotta get that oil. I had to make the joke. It's too easy. And I have not seen a single dragonfly yet. Seeing a lot of monarch butterflies. Nana, I don't think red dragonflies are around anymore. They might have died off for the year. I'll give this another semi-loop as I... Whoop. Maybe want something? Spoon! I've been thinking. A greeting is like a big dish. Okay, she wants a new greeting. Of course I'll help you think of a new greeting. Well, it is October. Let's see if this fits. I spelled treat wrong, didn't I? Or is that right? That looks wrong, but I don't know English well. I'm not quickly Googling that. What are you talking about? No. Yeah, that is right. It doesn't look like it's right, but it is right. So she'll just say trick or treat for a greeting. Trick or treat? Is that what you want me to... Is that what you want, Woomy? Yep. Trick or treat. I think that's a fine suggestion, Woomy. Let's make sure we use that in conversation whenever we can. This is randomly in conversation. Just trick or treat! These poor animals. Though I say that, there are some people who, yeah. The sayings they use are quite bad. Got it! I'm 90% certain we've already got one of these in the museums. I shall just take it back to Nana. You know what? Just in case we don't. I missed. There we go. Right now, I need to switch things, then move things around. I want the fishing rod close. Because we have mostly everything at this point. I mean, after this many days, I imagine if I had actually played this game before and knew when to catch and find everything, we'd probably have everything by now. Hey, it's noon. Even though it's not quite midnight for me yet. No, what am I doing in Nooks? I was about to sell those. It's just like, wait, this isn't right. Brain, function. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna snack on before I stream, and my brain is just not helping. It's like, just autopilot for a while. Food. I'm leaning towards egg rolls. Egg rolls are pretty good. Got your bug. There you go. Oh wow, is that? It is! It's a red dragonfly. You remembered I wanted one of these, didn't you? That's so nice. Pros, please accept this exotic wall. It's a token of my appreciation. I'm about to just sell it, but I mean... I know it's not much, but I certainly hope you like it. Really, thank you so very much, Popo. I would have preferred, like, a fruit that we don't have. But that would probably sell for more, so I understand why you're giving me the exotic wall. Also, one thing I should bring up. I've actually now finished Borderlands 2. Like, the main story of Borderlands 2. Just gonna sell these now, and then go to the museum, get this fossil identified, check and see if we have the red dragonfly first, probably. And then come back and sell the red dragonfly and the fossil, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a fossil that we already have. And with Borderlands 2, without spoiling anything, even though the game's been out forever, so it probably wouldn't matter. If you've wanted to play it, you've probably played through it by now. The ending sucked. Like... It could just be because I've played both the pre-sequel and the first game. But I saw the twist at the end coming. Because it wasn't really a twist for those games. And I suppose in a way I'll just spoil it. Jack awakens the warrior. As everyone figured he would. Even like the twist with Angel being his daughter, that wasn't shocking to me. Quite honestly, I'm still under the opinion, especially after having played the pre-sequel, none of that would have been happening had Lilith not punched the rune into Jack's face at the end of the pre-sequel. Like, she's the one who made him hate Vault Hunters. The 4 who helped Jack, aside from Claptrap, were Vault Hunters. They were mercenaries, but they were also Vault Hunters. Literally, in the second game, Jack is dating one of those original characters. You know, the pre-sequel characters. So clearly he doesn't, you know, hate them with all of his being kind of thing. But he definitely only likes the ones who haven't attacked him violently. Like... I mean, yeah, there's a good chance he would still have been drilling into Pandora and attacking the bandits that were there. But you literally go through the entire first and second game gunning down bandits like it's nothing. You clearly don't care about the bandit populace yourself. It's only because Jack is doing it that everybody cares. Because he's also attacking the people of Sanctuary, who are honestly also still bandits. They're just slightly more peaceful, more organized bandits. I mean, he definitely has a point calling them bandits. They spend... You know, it's mentioned many times throughout Borderlands 2 that the Crimson Raiders are raiding Jack's Iridium mines, and they're attacking innocent workers. They're not attacking Jack, they're attacking his workers. They're attacking his, you know, his businesses. Right, I should go plant these flowers before I forget. And that's what's gotten Jack to feel that they are bandits. They're raiding. They're not, you know, protecting anyone. They're just murdering people because they can. It definitely doesn't help Jack's opinion of the many that Lilith is there after having, you know, punched the rune into his face, horrifically disfiguring him. I mean, it could just be me, but I'd be pretty angry in that situation. So, one thing I didn't expect, even though I actually did from the moment it was noted by Angel that Lilith should not come to when going to, see, I mean, I'm checking in here to see if there's any Halloween stuff that shows up. I should have been doing that more, but I've been forgetting to. Like, the moment that was mentioned, I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt Lilith is going to mess things up. And lo and behold, she does. Lilith messes everything up by entering Angel's chamber, so after Angel is killed, Jack just slaps a control collar on Lilith because he needs a siren, and apparently I wasn't good enough. I was playing as Maya, the siren, because she was just the most fun character to play as. Just occurred to me, I warned people not to go look up Azure Lane if you're young, but I've never given that warning about Borderlands 2. I think it's mostly because most people play things like Call of Duty really young. I mean, I did when I was a kid. I was playing like Perfect Dark, 007. There was another one. It was a fighting game of like these... Oh, jeez. I have the N64 cart in my dresser across the room. But, like, it was these, like, gene-enhanced humans that were like basically monsters, and yeah, it was weird. I'm probably not even remembering the game exactly right. I'm just remembering mostly the cover, because it kind of legitimately terrified me as a kid. It was a scary cover. At least if you're a kid. Nowadays it's just kind of silly, but it even, for today's covers, scary game covers, it's not all that scary. But back in the day, it was pretty scary. But with that, I'd like to remind everyone I do have a Patreon should you wish to donate to me. If you can't or don't want to, that is perfectly fine. If you do, I'll give you a shout out. I actually haven't checked it in a little while, so if people have actually donated to me, I apologize I haven't given you a shout out yet. But I will give a shout out. I might, depending on how I feel like doing it, I might set aside like some time at like the beginning of the month to just shout out everyone, or I might do daily shoutouts of just new patrons and then do a monthly shout. I don't know. I'll figure something out once I start getting patrons. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time for more Animal Crossing City Folk. See you all then.